Hello fellow stackers, 365 here, welcome back to my channel. So you can see I've got a slightly different setup again today. I'm actually filming on my dining room table, a more chilled one. Got myself a whiskey here. Now, this video is going to be a bit all over the place really, because originally I wanted to do an unboxing video tonight. I was going to unbox a 1/4 ounce gold coin, but I started a membership. Now, I didn't even know this was a thing until I got monetized, and there was a tab that came up. Let me just show you on my phone. So for those of you that make content on YouTube, you'll already know this, but for those of you that don't, this is the Creator Studio app. Now, it basically tells you all the ways that you can put ads onto your videos. Now, all of these ones were active after I got accepted into monetization, apart from this membership one. Now, I didn't even realize that that was a thing, but apparently you can do membership levels, different membership levels. You can have, I think you can have up to 5, I think it said, and you can price point them at different amounts. So you could have the first one at, say, £4 a month or something, and you can have the highest tier at, say, £30 a month, or whatever you kind of decide. And then for each tier, you have different levels of kind of perks, really. So the first tier, you can have like separate emojis that people can use, and all the way up. And there's lots of different options you can do, and there's custom options you can do as well. So yeah, I was kind of having a look at it this morning, and I thought that would be quite cool to activate. So I logged in and activated it. Now, if we flip over to my channel, you'll see that I did a post earlier on today, just basically explaining that I'd activated it. I've just set up a membership for those who want to support the channel further. I chose not to do lots of different price points for the membership. I just chose one price point, and that will be it. As time goes on, I'll add more perks to the membership, but I won't increase the price. Thanks in advance to anyone who joins the 365 Club. So I decided to activate just one tier, and that is for a number of reasons. Firstly, I didn't even know it was a thing in the first place, and secondly, I don't feel like I have loads of different things to be able to offer. Now, like I've said before, I don't want this channel to be a sellout. This channel is not for me to quit my day job. It's not for me to make loads of money. It's for me to document my stacking journey and share the knowledge that I've learned from stacking over the years. I say over the years, I've only been stacking for about 1.5 years. I think 2 years, coming up to 2 years. No, I think it's only just over 1.5 years, to be fair. But yeah, I wanted to kind of document my journey and share what I'm learning along the way. So this was never a way of kind of making money or anything like that. That wasn't my plan when I first started this YouTube channel. So I decided just to activate one tier. Now, there's lots of different perks that you can set, and you can do custom perks and things like that as well. So I set it all up today, and you can see there's another membership tab that it gives you once you set it up. And it says, this is what your membership tab will look like. So it gives a list of perks. Like I said, I've only set up one tier. The tier that I've set up is £4.99 a month. I'm not sure exactly what that works out in dollars. Probably works out around $6 or something like that. And I decided just to do one tier because I don't want to have loads of different price points. Like I said, this wasn't a money-making scheme, this YouTube channel. This was just to share my journey, really. So I just thought I'd do one tier, and everything that I can think of that I can offer that might bring value and people might want, I'll just put on this one tier. Now, I don't plan to increase this price point or anything like that. When I think of new perks and new ideas, I'll just add them to this tier. So you won't, if you sign up to this now, you won't suddenly see an increase in the future. That's not my plan. My plan is to keep this one tier going and just add to it kind of as we go along. So at the moment, the perks are, when you comment on any of my videos, you get a channel badge, it's called, a new members badge, sorry. And you basically get the little 365 logo next to your name. So it shows that you're a member of the channel, that you're supporting the channel. It also gives you a custom emoji, so you can actually use that 365 in a comment, and it also gives me an option to add lots of different emojis. So let me know what sort of emojis you'd like to see if this is something that interests you, and I'll look into getting those set up. It also has an option for photos and status updates. Now they're members only updates, so you can actually do members only community posts, and only people that are kind of signed up can see them. So that's quite cool. You also get early access to new videos. So when I upload a video, there's an option you select, and it publishes it to paid members first, so that they can watch the content before it goes out to everyone else. So that's another cool feature. Member shout outs. Now that's over to me. That's for me to kind of mention in my videos. I'll also put anyone that joins the membership in the description as well. I think that'd be quite cool. I'll make a new section in there somewhere where I can list the people that join. I've got priority reply to comments, so it highlights the members' comments over the other comments, so they're more likely to get replied to, and I'll make sure that obviously I reply to them. You get members only polls, so when I do kind of polls and ideas of what next videos you want to see, you get members only can see them. So it's quite cool. You've got quite a nice little list, and like I said, I've activated as many as I feel like I can currently fulfill, and as time goes on and I kind of explore the other perks and understand them, and I think they'll benefit people, then I'll activate them as we go. So anyway, to cut a long story short, I set this up this morning. To be honest, I didn't expect anyone to join. I didn't think my channel was kind of big enough for people to kind of want to be a part of it just yet. I know we've just hit over 1,000 subscribers. I think we're 1,300 now, around about that sort of a mark. So I didn't really think people would want to be a part of this channel just yet, because it's still in the early kind of infant stages of growing. So it's not one of the big names out there. If someone wants to join a membership, I was assuming people would join kind of some of the bigger channels. So I set it all up, and I think it was about 3 hours later, possibly 4 hours later, I had a comment on the post. So I can do a members only post, and I said, welcome 365 Club members. Now only members can see this post, and you have to create a first post in order to kind of activate this. It's one of the criterias to activate the membership only thing. So I posted that, and then I came back on and I had a comment on there, and I thought that's strange, because only people that are members can comment. Now the stat collector is actually my first ever member, so I want to say thank you very much to the stat collector. Now a bit of background on the stat collector. He is a fan of the channel. He's also a fan of Future Investments channel. He's been following both of our channels along from pretty much the start of our videos. I'm not sure exactly what kind of stage he discovered my channel, but he's been about in the comment section, and he's now just made his own YouTube channel. Now I recommend you all go and check out his channel. I will put a link to it in the description. And he has started doing, he's doing lots of different content. So he's kind of doing coin hunts, he's doing stacking videos, doing more numismatic things. He's got silver jewelry, he's got a bit of everything. It's like kind of all around the channel really. So he's very, very new to the game. So I think he's kind of finding his feet, and he's seeing what works and what he enjoys doing. But yeah, really, really good content. And his setup, it looks really, really professional. He has like a green velvet thing that he films on, and you can see if you watch his first video, he's kind of gradually progressed along the way. He's only got about 15 videos, 10-15 videos, something like this, and already if you look at his first video to say his 15th one, his latest one, you can see the progression already. He's already adapting and learning what works best, and adjusting the lighting and the sound and all the rest of it. And I've said it to him many times already, and I'm not just saying this because he's a paid member of my channel. I said this to him before, and you can see it in comments, that I think his channel is going to be very, very big in the future. I think it's going to go far. I think it's got a very, very strong future, just because of how good the branding is, how good the thumbnails are, how good the setup is, the lighting spot on, the sound spot on, the backdrop spot on, and he has got a nice selection of precious metals. So yeah, that's kind of the backstory. He started his channel after watching mine and Future Investments videos, and we kind of inspired him, he said, to start his channel. So that's really, really nice to know that I inspired someone else to start a stacking YouTube channel, especially as he's from the UK as well, because as you know, there's not many of us UK stackers. So yeah, really, really cool that he's created his own YouTube channel off the back of watching some of my videos. So that's quite cool in itself. Now, he is my first paid member, which I'm absolutely over the moon about. Like I said, I did not expect people to sign up to this. It was something I thought I'd put out there to see if people wanted it, to see if it interested people. And within, like I said, a couple of hours, someone had already signed up to it. So the Stack Collector, if you're watching this video, thank you very, very much for being my first paid member. Do let me know what sort of perks you would like to see. And so I'm kind of doing a bit of a celebration video, really. I've got myself a whiskey. I've set up a little bit more silver than I normally have on display. And I thought, you know what, instead of doing just a 1/4 ounce gold unboxing, which was the plan tonight, I'm actually going to do 3 unboxings. So I've actually got 3 items that I was going to save all for separate videos. I was going to make 3 separate videos, but you have the Stack Collector to thank for this kind of triple unboxing, if you like, today. So this is dedicated to you, the Stack Collector, for being my first paid member of the channel. Let's get straight into the video, and let's start with, I think I'm going to start with the 1/4 ounce gold, just because I've had this in my possession for the last couple of days now, and I really, really want to see it, because I haven't got any of these coins in gold at the moment, and I really, really wanted one. And I've said it before, 1/4 ounce gold is my favorite gold to stack. I think if I had to pick my favorite gold to stack, it would either be the 1 gram gold bars, which will shock some of you because the premiums are very, very high. But I just really, really love the 1 gram gold bars. Like I've said in many videos, I do think in, say, 10 years time, they will be the go-to fractional gold, because already the 10th ounce gold is quite expensive for people just starting out. So I think the 1 gram golds are going to be the most liquid in the future. I think they're going to shoot up in value, and they're going to hold their premium. So that's my opinion on the 1 gram gold bars, and that's why I like stacking them. Now, it's between the 1/4 ounce and the 1 gram gold. 1 ounce is, I do like 1 ounce gold coins. They look amazing in the hand, and they are nice to have in the stack, but I just think they're going to be very, very hard to sell in, say, 20, 30 years time, because there's a big chunk of capital tied up in them. So that's just my thoughts. Now, as with all fractional, you do pay a premium. It does work out better to buy bigger. The bigger the coin or the bar you buy, the more weight in that particular precious metal you generally get for your money. That's just how it is, because if you buy in bulk, you get a better price. So obviously make your own decisions. I've said it before, I'm not a financial advisor, so always make your own decisions when looking at investments and things like that. That's just my personal preference, the 1 gram gold bars or the 1/4 ounce. Now, I actually can't wait to see how this looks, because like I said, I've wanted one of these coins for a while. Now this lighting isn't ideal for this setup today, but we're going to go with it. I'm set up now, so take it out from here because it's attached to my invoice. So it's from Bullion by Post, and that was the cheapest place I could find it. And you can already see it's a 1/4 ounce gold eagle, American gold eagle. Now, I've got lots of silver eagles. I love stacking American silver eagles, and I really, really wanted to get my hands on one of these. Now, like I said, you've got to bear with me because this light isn't ideal to show this off, but what an absolutely gorgeous piece of gold. Now I'm going to take it out of the capsule because I want you to be able to really, really see it. Now, wow, okay, this is actually gorgeous. Look at that. What a gorgeous piece of gold. And like I said, I've wanted one of these for a long time now. And I finally pulled the trigger. I was hoping gold prices were going to drop slightly. And I've said it before, I don't often time the market. I just buy when I'm ready. But I was hoping they were going to drop just a little bit. But they seem to be kind of staying fairly put at the moment. So I just decided to get my hands on one. Absolutely gorgeous piece of gold. So really, really pleased with that. Like I said, I wanted one of them for a long time now, so it's nice to finally have one in the stack. I will do some videos on it in the future in my proper setup so you can really appreciate it better. So that's the first unboxing. Like I said, you've got the stack collector to thank for today's video. I was just going to do one unboxing and then I was going to save the rest for another day, but I wanted to celebrate my first kind of paid member, which I really did not expect to happen at all, especially so quickly. So now this one is also a bit of gold, and for those of you that follow Backyard Bullion's channel, you probably guessed what I've got here, especially after beginning this video when I was saying what my favourite fractional gold is to stack. Always becomes so nicely packaged. Whenever you buy things from Backyard Bullion, whether it's his hand poured stuff, whether it's something from his kind of sales that he does on other people's behalfs, whatever it is, it always comes in such good packaging. Sorry, just had another sip of the whiskey. Yeah, whatever I bought from him, and I've bought many things from him now. I've bought some custom made items, I've bought some secondhand silver, and whatever it is, it always comes with all of his business cards. This really nice box, just really nice put together, really nicely packaged as well. So yeah, I'm really, really excited about these. So these, we'll get to these in a minute, but we'll go straight into this first, because when he announced he had some of these for sale, I just had to get some, because this is my thing. These are my thing. Look at these. These are Backyard Bullion hand poured 1 gram gold bars. Now these are the first 1 gram gold bars that he's produced. He's laminated them in these kind of business card, kind of assay cards. Now you can see that you can actually scan the QR code and it verifies it on his website, and these are all individually photoed, so they're all kind of slightly different, obviously being hand poured and handmade, and you can verify them on his website. They're all hallmarked as well, and again, this setup isn't actually great for really showing these off, so I will do another video on these in the future in kind of my normal setup in the better lighting. But I decided to pick up 3. I've gone for number 55, so 5 is my favourite number, so I've gone for 55, number 5, and I also picked up the last one in the kind of the run that he's currently done. He's done 96, he's done 100 in total, but 4 of them are kind of prototypes, so I picked up the last one, number 96. Now he did say he might do another batch of these this year, but it's nice to say that I've got the last one in the kind of the first issue batch, if you like. I did want to get the very first one, but he has kept all of those for his family, so I couldn't get number 1, which is a shame, but I did get the last one. So yeah, really, really cool, and these look so nice in the hand. Look at them. I'm so glad I got a few of them as well, because look at them, they just look so nice. For a first go for kind of doing these assay cards and 1 gram gold, I think he's done an absolutely fantastic job. And like I said, I will showcase these better in a future video. But look at that. 3 of those, and these weren't even that expensive. They were £75 each. Now I paid £75 for machine made ones that are just pumped out in bulk from the Royal Mint and from other places like that, and they don't have their individual hallmarks on them. They're not handcrafted, so I think it's very, very competitively priced considering how much time and effort has gone into these. And I just love the feel of this handmade kind of packaging and everything like that. It looks really professional, but at the same time you can see that it's kind of a small business that's done it. So really, really cool. Let me know what you think about these in the comments. He has got, I believe he's still got a few for sale on his website, but I'm guessing these will go quite quick because they do seem to be very, very popular, judging by the comments and everything on the video that he did announcing them. Now this is 32 1 gram silver bars. So about an ounce of silver in 1 gram form. Now, these contain a bit of a premium, but it's more of the novelty with these, I think. When I saw these, I thought I'm going to have to get myself some of these. Let's just appreciate let's have a little zoom on these. And let's have a little look at those. Absolutely gorgeous. Little cute 1 gram pieces of silver. Look at that, 999 fine silver, 1 gram, hand poured, handcrafted. Really, really cool. He calls these like bartering tokens. So who knows? If fiat currency goes to zero and we're down the shop trying to buy a loaf of bread, instead of hacking into one of your silver coins, grab a couple of these to pay with. Who knows what's going to happen with the world in the future. I've just bought these for the novelty side of it. I just think they're really, really cool. I like supporting Backyard Bullion anyway. I like supporting his stuff. You know what they say, use it or lose it. It's like a pub. If you love going into a pub, if you really like the idea of having a little village pub in your village, but then you never ever go into it, expect it to close down. If you really, really like the convenience of like a small corner shop down the road from your house, but you hardly ever go in there, expect to lose it. Now, if you really, really like Backyard Bullion's hand poured silver and things like that, then in my eyes, you need to use it. You need to support it. So I do like supporting Backyard Bullion's hand poured stuff. I do like supporting his channel. So yeah, like I said, I'm not worried about his business in any way, shape or form, because he is doing very, very well. But you know what I mean? It's nice to support a fellow YouTuber, someone that's spending a lot of time hand pouring silver. A lot of effort goes into this sort of stuff. So really, really cool. Do you know what? I'm not going to pack them up. I'm going to leave them there for you to have a look at, because I just think they're really, really cool. And I think he's still got some of these available as well on his website if you're interested in picking up any of those. So there we go. We're 2 videos down. I haven't got much memory left on this camera, so we're going to have to speed things up a little bit. Now, I appreciate if you're still watching. I know this is a bit of a longer video, and my videos always tend to kind of drag out a little bit when I've had a couple of drinks, because I then tend to kind of, instead of getting to the point of what I want to say, I tend to kind of just, it's like when you go for a drink with your mate down the pub and you end up sitting there, and you could probably summarize your 3-hour conversation into like 20 minutes if you hadn't had anything to drink, but you can just kind of go in circles once you've had a few drinks. And I am definitely guilty of kind of repeating myself and saying the same thing over and over again, even without a drink. So yeah, so if you're still watching this video, I really, really appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you're enjoying it. I know the lighting's not great tonight, but I just wanted to do a bit of a different setup. I wanted it a bit more relaxed. I wanted to be able to display a little bit more silver, and I wanted to film downstairs, because I always film upstairs. And I thought, you know what, I want to sit in the living room tonight. My partner's at work, children are in bed, got a whiskey. I just thought, you know what, it'd be nice just to have an informal chat and show you some nice precious metals. Now, these were brought from another YouTuber. So These were obviously brought from Backyard Bullion, and now this was brought from Sean Oliver. Now, I'm guessing a lot of you would have already heard about him because he's been around for quite a lot longer than my channel, but if you haven't, I'll put a link to his channel in the description below. But he is basically a gold and silver dealer, so he buys and sells precious metals basically, and he does videos as well educating people about precious metals and showcasing the items that he has. And what I think is quite cool about his channel is pretty much every single thing that he showcases is for sale because that's his business. So it's not like when you're watching a normal stacking channel and you see items that you really like the look of. You might be on there and you might see a really nice looking silver bar and you think, oh, I'd really like to have that. It's quite good because when you're watching his channel, because everything he's showcasing is actually for sale, you can literally just drop him an email or drop him a comment and say, how much is that? Can I buy it? And that's what I've done a couple of times now. I've been watching his videos when I first started stacking. That's how I first got into my Scottsdale silver stacker bars, because he had them on his channel and he was showing them and I was like, they look amazing. I was like, I need to get myself some of those. So I emailed him saying I'll pick up a couple of those bars, and they were selling at a quite a nice price as well. And I got them. He had 5 in total. I think I ordered 2 straight away. And when I got them in my possession, I really, really liked them. And I thought, you know what? These are my new favourite 10-ounce bars. I need to get myself some more. So I emailed him straight away and said, I'll take the other 3 from you, but they'd already sold. So yeah, he is very, stuff doesn't hang around for long. So if you see something you like on his channel, it is definitely worth reaching out and picking it up. So yeah, second thing that you're seeing tonight that's purchased from a YouTuber. Now, just a little bit on that, I wouldn't recommend buying things from any old YouTuber. I think it is even worse than buying from eBay. Now, I've done videos before about saying how you've got to be very careful when buying precious metals on eBay. You've got to do your research. You've got to research the buyer, the seller, sorry. You've got to research, check their feedback out, check what they're selling, check that they are specialising in precious metals, and you've got to do a lot of research before you start buying from eBay, before you start purchasing things. Now, I think it's even worse to buy something from a YouTuber because you haven't got the protection that you have if you buy something from eBay. If you buy something from eBay and it turns out to be fake, at least you've got kind of PayPal backing you, you've got eBay's terms and conditions backing you. Now, if you just buy something from someone you've met on YouTube, you haven't got any of that. You're essentially buying from somebody you've met down the pub. So what I would say is, if you're going to buy something from somebody on YouTube, make sure it's someone that has a big reputation. Backyard Bullion has a huge reputation. That is his kind of full-time job, YouTube and selling precious metals, I believe. So you know it's going to be the real deal. And the same with Sean Oliver. That's his full-time job. He has quite a large following on YouTube. I think he has around about 3,000 subscribers. He might have more, so I'm not exactly sure, but I know he has quite a lot of subscribers. And like I said, I've bought things from him in the past, so I know he's the real deal. But just be very cautious. Don't buy from any old person you see on YouTube. Now, these are coins that I wanted for a while, and he had them in his latest video. And as soon as I saw them, I thought, you know what? I'm going to have to pick these up. Now, one of them is a bit more toned and a bit more battered, this one here. So this one was slightly cheaper. And originally, I was just going to get one of these. I was just going to get this one because I thought it's a little bit battered, it's a little bit toned, it's a little bit kind of scuffed, and I can buy it. It's a gorgeous looking piece of silver. I've seen these on other people's channels. I've seen lots of people showcasing these coins. I think they're amazing. I really, really like all the wing detail, all this kind of detail at the back. Just an absolutely gorgeous silver coin. Same with the back. You've got, look at that, there's so much going on. It really pops. You've got the nice background there. Absolutely gorgeous silver coin. Now, like I said, I've seen these on many people's channels, and when he showcased this one and it looked a bit battered and bruised and it had some tone in, I thought, you know what, I'll buy that. It'll be less of a premium compared to if I bought one brand new that was in perfect condition, and I can add this to my YouTube stack. So this one here is going to be added to my YouTube stack. So that will go with all my other silver that I showcase in most of my videos. And then I thought, you know what, I need to get one that's for the actual main stack, my foundation stack, if you like. So I got one that was in better condition, not like damaged so much, although saying that, this has got milk spots all over it, so that's a bit of a shame. But this one will be going in a capsule, and this will be going in my long-term stack. So I decided to pick up 2. Now, I'm quite guilty of picking up 2 of everything when I find something I like, because I do like the idea of having, you're going to focus, I do like the idea of having one to put in the YouTube stack to showcase on my videos, so you guys can kind of appreciate it. And then I like having one that I can encapsulate, put in a flip or in a capsule, and add to my kind of personal stack and kind of lock it away for the future. So I am quite guilty of buying things in 2s, and I suppose it could be classed as a good thing, it could be classed as a bad thing. But yeah, so that's the one that's going to go in the long-term stack, and that one you'll see many more of, because it will be going into the YouTube stack with all of my YouTube silver. So yeah, there we go. I'm gonna have to wrap it up there, because 1, it's a half an hour video, and 2, my phone is about to run out of memory. So let me know what you think about that video. I don't expect everyone to be sticking around, because it was a very, very long video. Like I said, I've had a few whiskies, so I've probably gone over some of the points a couple of times. But yeah, so I don't really know what I'm going to call the title of this video, because it's all over the place. You've got unboxings, you've got me shouting out my first paid member, the Stack Collector, you've got a kind of advice on buying from eBay, me sitting here drinking whiskey. So I don't know what the title is going to be, but thanks very, very much for watching, especially, like I said, if you stuck around and made it to the end, watched this far. For those of you that are still watching, you'll know that in most of my videos, I leave something at the end. I either put it on the screen in the video, or I say it at the end of the video for you to say in the comment section, and it confuses people that haven't watched all the way to the end. So in today's comments, if you've made it this far, let's say flying apple. So type flying apple either on its own or incorporate it into your comment. I think it's really creative and funny when people actually incorporate the funny saying or the funny word that I say at the end of my videos into a comment, because then I think it's even more confusing for people that haven't made it this far. If they're reading a comment and randomly in the comment flying apple is mentioned, it kind of must really confuse them. So yeah, mention flying apple in your comment if you've made it this far. Like I said, thank you very much. Thanks for all the support. Thanks again to the Stack Collector for being my first paid member. Thanks in advance to anyone else that decides to join. Like I said, there's no pressure whatsoever to join. I didn't even know that was a thing. And I'll do my best to keep adding perks to the paid membership. Like I said, I won't be increasing the price. It will stay the same, $4.99 a month. And I'll try and put out as much extra content for those members as I can. So yeah, thanks very much for watching this video. Thanks for supporting my channel. And as always, I hope you have a nice day.